Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for those who are new here, welcome. Kindly click the subscribe button, and those who are coming back for a second time, thank you for supporting your girl. Thank you. It's been a minute. But I am back like I never left. And today I'll be telling you Go Girlie is interested in you. So let's get straight to the video. FYI, I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm just giving you things that maybe have worked for my friends before, and I am certain that it's something that you can consider. So number one of identifying if he's really into you, it remembers small details about you. That is always a turn on, right? For every lady, that is always a turn on. Okay, for me, it's always a turn on, because if you can remember small details about me, then we can try something. We can catch up, we can talk. But now, if you don't even remember things that I told you last time we had a conversation, how do I even get to be turned on like you're into me? How? Of course. So number one, he remembers small details about you. So girlie, if you have somebody there who is trying to talk to you, and every time you talk he remembers details of your last conversations, or he remembers something so minute that you told him, is exactly a good person to try a thing with. Of course, if you're looking for something that could be long lasting, that could be a good sign into you. So number two about knowing if a guy is really into you or he really likes you. I mean, it's about a very important matter that we know that it's usually very crucial. Yeah, your friends on social media, the Facebook, the Instagram, he doesn't hide about his social media pages, so meaning he doesn't really have so much to hide from you. So it's a kickstart, that if you are friends on social media, you can get to see whatever he does on his pages. You can see his posts, he can tag you when he's posting something. That is a sign of honesty and openness, which is also one factor that you should consider when you're really getting into someone, or when you're trying to get into something serious with someone new. So yeah, if we can be open about his public life, then that is a good sign that he can also be open about his private life, depending on how you talk to him, depending on how you involve him in your conversations. But disclaimer, I'm still not a relationship expert, but these are things that have worked for my friends before, and I'm certain there are things that can work for you too, because it's not something that is so complicated. So getting down to number three is that he really gets jealous when you talk to other guys. You have not yet made it official, you have not yet agreed that we may be having something, but he gets jealous when you talk to other guys, and he just really feels bad about it. I think that is a good sign, and I feel that is always a turn on, because he means he doesn't want anybody to talk to you. It's like he already owns you, it's like he's taking you already as his girl, as his girlfriend. So when you're talking to other guys, it's a no for him, and it's a no for him. So that is also something that we ladies like to be made feel light about it, and we like to feel it's like you're being protective. We like guys who are protective. So if a guy is trying to do that, he's completely into you. Of course, he likes you and he wants to try something new with you. Now, body language is also something that we really love to interpret, especially when you're in conversation with someone, or when you're conversing with someone. Body language is really important for you to know that you are together in conversation. So when this guy keeps eye contact with you, he's really into you, because he really wants to get what is from inside of you. He just doesn't want to just hear the conversation as it flows, but he wants to make sure that he has that eye contact to assure you that he's into the conversation, and he's listening to you, and he's paying attention to you. And there is nothing that is really captivating like paying attention to your girl, or paying attention to someone that you're having a conversation with. Some of us being listened to is just a turn on, because it means somebody is paying attention to you, and they can really involve themselves in whatever conversation that you're having. So for guys, make sure if you're interested in your girl and she's talking to something, she's talking to you about something that is really crucial, make sure that you pay attention by maintaining eye contact. So that is always the gestures, you interpret the body language. So make sure that That is a tip I'm giving you guys, especially when you want someone new. It's something you can try. And trust me, it's going to work for you. Because we're carried away by little things, really, this, giving chocolates, getting dolls, remembering something so minute about me that I told you. It's always so nice. So it's a tip I'm giving you. And ladies, if he's really paying attention to you that way, he's completely into you and it's worth giving a trial. FYA, I'm not a relationship expert, but I'm sure it will work for you. Another one is that he's open about his friends, and he introduces you to his friends, of course, when you meet. And what kind of an introduction? He doesn't just introduce you like just a friend, Even if he says a friend, it's a friend it doesn't really refer to a friend. So that is meaning he's open to his friends. He's already trying to tell them that someone new is getting into his life and his space, so they are supposed to give her the space that she requires, or rather the respect that she deserves. So it's always a good sign when you have someone and he is ready to introduce you to his friends. When they meet my she's so and so, we have been talking, we have been conversing for some time. Yeah, she's a good lady. It's always a good sign when someone tries to introduce you to their friends, their family, or maybe their cousins or something. I think it's always a good sign, and it gives the lady the confidence that when you're working with the person, when you're talking to the person, you doesn't have to be ish about what ifs. There are always a lot of what ifs when it comes to trying something new or getting to something new, or maybe even starting over. Starting over, it's the most difficult thing. That's why you find most people always want to be so patient about violent relationships, or people want to be patient about something that is not working, because the idea of starting over, it feels like a lot. It feels depressing. It feels like starting a journey that you had already started a while ago and it didn't work for you, so you lack the motivation, you lack the encouragement to go on. But sometimes it's usually worth it. Sometimes it's better off to take the risk than live in a permanent scar, or live to regret that maybe you would have tried it when you had the chance, or when you had the mind to think about it. So if you're a guy and you're trying to get into someone's space, who is new to you, it is good if you make them feel confident. It is good, if you introduce them to your friends and, to your family, because it makes them feel like they're really into their space, like they're not really into someone's space. And it's always a turn on for them, And if you're a lady and a guy is trying to show you that sign, please do not sleep around about it, because the guy is trying to communicate something, that it is his space and you're welcomed to be in his space, and that you're going to be respected for your position that you are in, and you're not supposed to be afraid of anything. And it's always a good sign, and it's worth trying. It's worth giving it a trial. Yeah. And now my last point, which maybe may not be so applicable to many of you, because now this one is personal, and maybe some of you don't like it, or you don't appreciate it, or you don't, you just don't love the idea. So is maybe touching hands or holding hands in public. It to me, or to my friends that I've had, my close friends, it always speaks a lot, because when your guy is holding your hand in public, it really speaks a lot. Or even in front of your friends, as you communicate, as you stop by, it really speaks a lot. As for me, it or as for my friends, as I hear them converse to me about it, it gives you a sense of safety, that your guy is just there beside you. So if you're trying to get into someone new and they're trying to introduce that to you, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing, and you can try work it out. You can try also respect his space. Everything doesn't have to be about you now, that it's a guy chasing you, or it's a guy who is interested in you. They are also human. That is one thing we fail to acknowledge, we as women, that these guys are also human, and they love also their emotions to be taken care of, just like we love our emotions to be taken care of. So it is good that you respect each other's spaces, and whatever they like and you don't like, you can always try if it can work for you, who doesn't don't like it, or the other guy can try to see if they can live without it, and come into a conclusion, or you can change it into something that you both can agree on. It doesn't have to be about you, and it doesn't have to be about the other person, because you're two individuals who are from two different backgrounds, who have been brought up in different lifestyles, and you're trying now to become one and to see if you can fit into one space. So it is good if you always respect each other's space. It is good if you always give it a try, or to also like whatever your partner likes, or to also avoid what your partner doesn't like. So yeah, I've given you those 5 good signs that you can really put into consideration the moment you've noticed them from your partner or from someone you're trying to get new into each other. So you can give it a trial, you can give it time, especially when you feel your boundaries are respected. It's something that is nice. You can give it a trial, and you never know, it could work out, and you never know, it could be you happily live forever. You never know. So yeah, those are my 5. I added you the 6th one, that you can give it a try and see if it works out for you. It has worked out for my friends, it has worked out for me also. So I feel, yeah, some things are always a blessing in disguise, but we never get to pay attention to whatever is knocking on our door. Most of the times we always look further for an angel, but the angel is just here around the corner. It's the angel is just here with us, walking with us, smiling with us every day, but we never give it a chance. So until next time, see ya.